Welcome back to another racer, guys. My name is Tyler, and tonight the World of Outlaws make their final appearance in the 2021 season at the Hoosier State as we return to the Lawrenceburg Speedway. The last time the World of Outlaws graced the high banks of the Burg, Kyle Larson went to war with Christopher Bell and picked up the win. After his win last night in the Cup Series at the Coca-Cola 600, Kyle returns tonight behind the wheel of the number 57 car to try to defend his World of Outlaws Series win there. Him and 24 other guys will go 35 laps in the feature tonight for $10,000. At the top of the leaderboard after qualifying was Logan Schluchart, and the top 6 will start on the front row of our 3 heat races. Here's how the points in the 2021 season stack up so far. The Big Cat Brad Sweet got off to a roaring start in the season, but has not finished on the podium since his win 5 races ago at the Lincoln Speedway, and has allowed David Gravel and CARSON MACEDO to creep ever so slightly closer, as those guys have connected podium finishes and finished up front in a lot of races here recently. So it'll be interesting to see how the night goes tonight. 3 heat races, 10 laps, and the top 2 will go to the dash. The track is got a lot of character tonight and pretty fast. The quick time tonight in qualifying was an 11.9, and everybody was right at the top of the leaderboard, right around that 11.9. So going to be really important to start up front. Let's get right into heat race action. Heat race number 1 had Logan Schluchart and CARSON MACEDO starting on the front row, and in the second row was the point leader Big Cat Brad Sweet. And on the first lap, coming to the green flag, Buddy Kofoid turns Brad into the fence. Brad gets upside down, tears up the car, and will have to come from the B main tonight. Getting the win in heat race number 1 was Logan Schluchart over Sheldon Haudenschild. These guys will go to the dash. Also transferring in was Buddy Kofoid, James McFadden, CARSON MACEDO, and Sean Dancer goes to the feature as well. Heat race number 2 had Aaron Reitzel and DONNY SCHATZ starting on the front row, but quickly getting by DONNY SCHATZ on lap number 1 would be Kyle Larson. And then 3 laps into the race, Tanner Thorson hops the cushion, gets into the wall, and brings out the caution. Aaron Reitzel would ultimately sprint out to the lead on the restart again, and Kyle Larson would finish in second. Aaron Reitzel picks up the win. Those guys will go to the dash. Finishing in third was DONNY SCHATZ, and these guys will go to the feature. DONNY SCHATZ, Paige Polyak got into the feature tonight, Wayne Johnson, and then getting into the feature tonight around Jacob Allen. Jacob will go to the B. Lachlan McHugh from Australia will get into his first World of Outlaws Series feature tonight. And our third and final heat race had David Gravel starting next to Craig Kinzer, and Craig gets out to the lead, but then on lap number 3, McKenna Hassey gets up into the wall in 1 and 2 and brings out the red flag. We'd have a complete restart, and on the restart, David Gravel gets by Craig a few laps later, and David Gravel goes on to win heat race number 3. Craig holds on to the second place finish, and these guys will go to the dash and start within the top 3 rows of tonight's main event. Also transferring into tonight's main event was Brenton Marvel, Kerry Madsen, Spencer Baston, and then Cale Thomas as well. The B main tonight was a scratch, as we were left with only 24 cars after Zach Hampton could not make it out for the B main. So 24 cars will make the feature tonight. 35 laps, $10,000 on the line. Scheduled to start in the B main was Jacob Allen. He will start from the rear of the field, but also joining him will be World of Outlaws Series point leader Brad Sweet. After going to a backup car after flipping hard in heat race number 1, he will go to the tail, and joining him, who was also collected in heat race 1 activities, was James McFadden. James had actually finished that heat race, got into a transfer spot, but after the heat race decided to also go to a backup car. So James, scheduled to start in the middle of the field, will go to the tail with the 49 as well. It'll be fun to watch these guys charge up through the field. And then the dash tonight would set the first 6 starters in tonight's 35 lap feature, and starting on the pole after winning the dash will be the number 83 of Aaron Reitzel. Aaron, the Rookie of the Year point leader right now in 6th in points, has kind of hit a slump here these last couple weeks through struggles in Ohio and Pennsylvania, but a win would do that team some wonders. Look for Aaron to drive hard and stay up front. To his outside will be Young Money Kyle Larson. After NASCAR's longest race of the season last night, look for Kyle to make short work of tonight and pick up a win again with the World of Outlaws. Starting inside of row number 2 will be Sheldon Haudenschild. Tough finishes in both Attica and Sharon, but Sheldon has been up front so much recently. Look for Sheldon to stay up front again tonight and be ripping the top. At the top is definitely the place to be tonight. Logan Schluchart, your quick timer on the night, looking to keep that Shark Racing stride in stride and stay up front, as they kind of had those springtime struggles that we talked about, looking to stay on track tonight. In the third row will be the guy second in points coming into tonight's event, David Gravel, the number 2 Big Game Motorsports team, looking to stay right there with Brad Sweet in the points. Brad is buried in the feature tonight, so look for David to stay up front and try to keep himself away from Brad as much as possible to get ever so closer to the points lead in the 2021 point standings. And then on the outside of row number 3 will be Craig Kinzer. Craig actually started in 2nd in the dash, but slipped to 6th. Look for the Indiana native to put on a show for the hometown fans tonight. Let's get right into it. 35 laps for $10,000 in the World of Outlaws return to the Burg. Right off the bat, Aaron Reitzel and Kyle Larson would battle through the first lap, but Aaron Reitzel darts out to the lead and would set a torrid pace. We would reach lap traffic within just 3 laps. By lap number 5, Aaron Reitzel was cutting through lap traffic. Kyle Larson was still in 2nd, and Logan Schluchart was right behind them in 3rd. And staying inside the top 5 as well was Craig Kinzer. Brad Sweet was up from 24th to 17th within those first 5 laps. And then on lap number 10, Kyle Larson gets underneath of Aaron Reitzel, who was struggling to get around a lap car, and Logan Schuchart was staying right there, but Kyle Larson would take the lead after Aaron Reutzel leads the first 10 laps. 15 laps in the books, and we've got a 3-car battle for third between Aaron Reutzel, Logan Schuchart, and Sheldon Haudenschild, throwing sliders on each other. The top was definitely the place to be, and the middle of the track was really rough as we were cutting through lap traffic. Halfway home, and Kyle Larson is out by about 2 seconds at this point. Aaron Reutzel is in second, Logan Schuchart, Sheldon Haudenschild, and Craig Kinzer still inside the top 5. With 10 laps to go, Kyle Larson had been cutting through lap traffic, being really smooth, and was out to a 3-second lead. Aaron was still in second. Brad Sweet, who started in 24th spot, was up to 11th. CARSON MACEDO, who's third in points, is running in 6th. He had just gotten around DONNY SCHATZ for 7th, and David Gravel was still in the 8th spot after slipping back early on in the race. 7 laps to go, a red flag would come out, and the guy who led the first 10 laps and started on the pole, Aaron Reutzel, gets upside down in turn 3 and 4 after getting over the cushion. A hard ride. Hope everything is okay with Aaron. He took a wicked ride in turn 3 and 4. A single file restart, and Kyle Larson darts out to the lead, going down the backstretch, and Logan was staying right there with him, but then a red flag for Paige Pollack, who wrecks hard off of turn number 4. 7 laps to go, Kyle Larson gets out to the lead, but Logan Schuchart is staying right there with him. Logan's running the cushion, and Kyle's about a lane lower. They're sprinting away from Sheldon Haudenschild. Buddy Kofoid gets around Craig Kinzer and gets inside of the top 5. With 5 laps to go, Logan can almost taste the lead. Kyle Larson slips up in 1 and 2, gets to the cushion after Logan was right behind him, and takes off down the backstretch. With 3 laps to go, Kyle is starting to distance himself from Logan as they get to lap traffic already. Coming to the white flag, Kyle Larson gets around the lap cars, rips the top, and coming to the checkered flag and picking up his first win in the 2021 season with the World of Outlaws is Young Money Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, after dominating sprint cars so much last year in 2021, has shifted his focus back to NASCAR, but is still so dominant behind the wheel of a 410 sprint car. Coming home in second, another podium finish for the Shark Racing 1S Logan Schuchart. He will continue his charge back up through the points after struggling there. Another great finish for Sheldon Haudenschild. He finishes on the podium. Brad Sweet charges from 24th in a backup car, a green car on a green track. Hadn't been on the track since the first lap of the heat race, and he gets inside of the top 10, coming home in 7th. He actually finished in front of both CARSON MACEDO and David Gravel, so Brad Sweet, even after all the struggles on the night, will extend his points lead. So much drama so far in the summer of money, and we're just getting started. So many big races coming up for the World of Outlaws. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on all of the World of Outlaws season as we go through the best stretch of the season, in my opinion, the summer of money. We've got some big races coming up. The Huset's race. We've got Eldora coming up again. Then we've got the Knoxville Nationals. So many good races coming up. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and stay tuned for more great content. And until next time, you guys, stay dirty.